What's up, everybody? We're going to be doing some more drawing today. Hope everybody's having a great time. We're going to be chilling, doing some drawing. Need to sharpen some more of these pencils, but we got plenty. We got ballpoint pens. I need to also learn how to use my dip pens more, because I've worked with a fountain pen for a lot of writing, but for drawing a little bit more difficult, but we should be able to figure it out. I need to set up some things for the YouTube side of things, so it takes a few extra steps to be able to moderate the chat properly. I gotta make it like subscriber only mode for YouTube. It's kind of frustrating. We're trying out the vertical live stream for Twitch. I didn't know you could do that. I think vertical live format is reaching a lot more people for my live streams. It's definitely working really well on YouTube. I'm averaging about 40 viewers, and they're staying around for about 50 seconds, which might not sound like a lot, but it is a lot. I mean, imagine someone scrolling through YouTube Shorts and they decide to stick around for 50 seconds. That's insane to me. Basically, where do I... Oh, do I need to go to... Okay, yeah, edit. Customization, subscribers for any duration. We have we have over 1,000 subscribers now on YouTube. That's insane. Insane. I think there might be a little bit of an issue here. Okay, am I live on my channel on YouTube? We're live on both vertical and horizontal. Okay. Portrait and landscape. Let's go. Okay, and that should be it. Yeah. So basically, we're gonna be hanging out, doing some drawing. Let's switch over to a new mode. Oh, I need to fix something. We're good to go here. Yeah, and then we got our desk cam. Nice and fun. We've been having a lot of fun doing some drawing lately. I really want to dedicate myself towards getting better as a drawer. Something that's really important to me. It also ties into a lot of skills that I want to carry over, such as my writing and just like persistence and, you know, following through with the skill across, you know, long periods of time. It's really important to me. I need to roll some ads on Twitch so that people don't get ads in mid-roll, or to get rid of pre-roll ads. I think doing it on stream is also nice because it's like it adds like an element of drawing that is actually a really difficult skill to train, which is being able to not be pressured. To be able to just feel like I can just do this while I'm chatting with my stream, talk through stuff, but also talk about non-related stuff. That's actually training me to really like follow through with a lot of really important skills that can carry over to any discipline, especially like writing novels. I think with drawing, it's actually really nice to be able to train this ability with something that I consider to be less developed than my writing ability. With writing, it feels like there's a lot more pressure because I'm more experienced with it. And doing something like drawing, it's almost like I'm giving myself permission to be bad. And you need to do this for writing as well. Like you always need to give yourself permission to just not treat, it's not precious. Like you should not treat your work as precious. You want to get it out on the page as much as possible. You want to get it out on the page. You want to work with it. Because you know, if you limit yourself, you have less on the page, which means you have less to work with. Oh, what are we doing? Okay, yeah, Chatterino. The YouTube chat. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is like, I think that should be fine. And then, refresh stream elements. And then, okay, I need to be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. So, leave Mr. Chair here to take over the stream for a few minutes. I gotta get some water. I guess I already have another one half full, so should be fine for now. Okay. Let's get our situation situated. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Everything's really fine. I freak out sometimes over things for no reason. Okay, yeah. Not doing any writing, but you know, as usual, it's like I like to show off. Wait, what happened with my? How come the camera isn't the way I want it to be? Oh. How come it's not transformed? How come it's not delayed? Oh! I was just previewing the source itself. There we go. Okay, yeah, now it's fine. This should be here. Oh, no, stop it. Stop falling. Okay. And get some pencil sharpened. Oh god. Okay, I'm knocking things over. I'm gonna stop it. Stop it! Ah, everything's a mess. Can't wait to move out of here. There's like no room for anything I need to do. Okay. Stop it! Random boxes and shit falling. Okay. I'm like really off today. Like I'm all like, everything's annoying me. Oh, it's frustrating. I really wish I had a better environment. I need a better workflow. Hey, what's up? My pubes grow. Odd cheese. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you again. It's been a couple of minutes. Welcome back. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some drawing. We're just sharpening these pencils. Getting the pencils all sharpened. Getting them sharpened. We're getting the pencil sharpened. Move this out of the way. Let's get them over here. Oh, the webcam's frozen. I was wondering what was going on with that. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm just kind of trying to get my bearings. It might take me a while. Sometimes it just takes me a while to get things started. Like, I just need to catch my breath. Basically. Like, it's an internal, like, mental process. Because I'm mental. It's like an internal mental process I have where it's like, I basically, like, really need things situated, and I need to not get frustrated with things, or it's just gonna get really, well, frustrating. We just put this literally right here. How you doing? What's up, Chevelle? Welcome back. Glad to see you again. How you doing? We're getting ready for another art stream. Getting all my pencils sharpened. That's what we be doing. Got to sharpen the pencils. you're new, how are you doing today, James Johnson? I'm doing great. We're just getting situated, getting ready to do some drawing, working with pencil, and maybe we'll get to do some inking today. I need to learn how to use my dip pen. I am used to using fountain pens, but I use these for writing fiction and essays. So, you know, I do have my fountain pens, but I don't want to use these for drawing. Maybe the rollerball pens I can use for drawing, and I keep those with them, but rollerball pens are not fountain pens, so I can use those. But my fountain pens are strictly for writing, so we're going to be hopefully testing out my my dip pens so we can start coloring and stuff. We got to do some inking. Probably start with just black, and then maybe move on to colors, or we could do colors and then move on to black. Trying to draw something new. We draw something new every stream. I try to start from a blank page. I'm trying to train my ability to just start when there's nothing, when I have nothing. This stream is part of my ongoing personal training. Sometimes I talk about it, but there are things that are like, I do things for reasons that other people might not understand. I'm trying to work through my mental process to be able to do things. Maybe some people might be frustrated with my perceived lack of progress, but I am progressing, believe me. I am making significant progress since I started drawing again. I think I'm going to go really far now with my goals. I might even get good at drawing. But I'm drawing for reasons that go beyond drawing. It's not just about drawing. It's one of those things that you'll probably learn about me if you aren't already aware of it. I try to apply everything I learn on a macro level, so that I can not just isolate myself in one thing. One of the things I need to learn, though, which is why I'm learning drawing, is going into the micro. I can work with the macro really well, but when we go in for the micro, I have a bit of an issue. So we're trying to train how to consolidate those two things. You're a son of a rancher? Are you a son of a bitch? Son of a rancher but do cowboy work? You'd rather do cowboy work? Well, I believe in you, James Johnson. I believe you can be a cowboy. We got some cowboys in chat. Let's go. Yeehaw. Yeah, this one's got an issue where it's like... Yeah, you can see that it's got like that issue. That's good enough. Your youngest brother is a ladies' man? Aw, sheesh. Okay. I think these pencils are good enough. We got plenty of them. We got backups. We got backups for the backups. Okay. Put them into their grips. Gotta grip hard, chat. Got any grip? Got some good grip in chat there? You guys got some good grip? I like these egg ones. They're kind of interesting. Yeah, some people in chat got a really good grip. Hey, what's up, Christian Thomas? How you doing? We're getting started again for another day of art. Let's go. Oh, and I found my thing. I found the little the thing, the little half, like 2-finger, 5-finger death punch. The little 2-finger glove, so we don't have issues. All right. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pencils always queued up. I can have even more. Just use these grips. When yeah, let's get some more pencils queued up. We're queuing up our pencils with the grips, so we don't want to interrupt our flow. Rather his horse company than people? Yeah, that's just how things go. Sometimes, you know, it's sometimes people just work different. You know, sometimes people that, you know, it's like, I feel like a lot of the times when we start, like, we're projecting our own values on other people. And it's like, well, sometimes people might be autistic as well. Sometimes it's easier to deal with work than it is with people. And I think it's fine if people really feel happy and they feel like they're living the best life they can. I really don't know if that's an issue. I think it's just an issue when we have expectations on ourselves and expectation on others. Sometimes it's like what I need to learn. 6 years ago, I got diagnosed finally with autism, and I have a developmental disorder, and I do get permanent disability payments. One of the things that I had to come to terms with that I'm still working on is being able to understand that I do have a disability and there's nothing wrong with it. I just work different than others. And I think trying to force myself to be what other people wanted me to be, including myself, put a lot of unnecessary pressure on me. And it made me feel miserable, like I was a failure. Okay, we also got some new things. I just needed to make sure to have some kind of rulers. We got some stencils and rulers. So these should be fun to work with. We might even start out just making some shapes with these, and then going from there. Yeah, we got some various like stencils or templates, whatever you want to call them. There's some templates. You know, to make some very high precision geometry here. Like these are going to be kind of fun to work with. It's always just, you know, maybe eventually I need to just get a straight up ruler, but I mean, these are good enough as a ruler, right? I might get, we can use this bag, reuse it, but I think for now, trying to learn how to use these. Let me get the scissors. You're better with guns? Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's yeah, these are gonna be fun to play with. Oh, it's kind of a nice, like, kind of flexible material. Yeah, these are gonna be fun to play with. Oh. Oh, it's hard to get this one open. Ah. Well, as soon as I move out of here, I'm going to be able to set up a desk that'll be a dedicated art space. Oh, these just open without the scissors, I guess. I've been opening them with the scissors. They actually open without the scissors. Wait, or did... Was that a fluke? Luke? 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 I think that was a fluke. Let's just open them regularly. A lasso? Yeehaw! Hell yeah! We got some... Are you in Texas? That sounds really awesome. You got like a whole rancho family. Ranchero. Let's go. That's a very respectable vocation. My hat tips to you, my friend. Doing good work. And having fun with the community, with like lasso and stuff like that. It's really kind of a really special part of being on this planet, is like just fun things that bring us together. Doing stuff like lasso competitions and bull riding, and that sounds really fun. Hopefully I can go, visit Texas someday, and go to go to one of those events and be part of the culture. Just like learn about like, all this kind of stuff. I think it's really fun. And it's also very respectable work to work on a ranch. Taking care of horses. Working on a farm. Or an orchard. There's a lot of apple orchards here where I live. I live in Sonoma County. There's a lot of wineries, and here in Sebastopol, there's the Gravenstein apples. If you've ever had the Gravenstein apples, they're from here, and there's a lot of apple orchards. And there's a lot of wineries in Sonoma County, mainly like Sonoma and Napa. In Solano County, Solano Valley. Napa Valley has some vineyards. So does Sonoma and Santa Rosa. There's a lot of cattle here, especially in Petaluma. Petaluma has a bunch of cattle and other livestock, and they have like chickens and eggs and all those kind of things. I've always found it like just the simple things in life are sometimes the best and most important things. These are things just people need to live, like basic food and community. I think like the more we get back to a simple life, enjoying simple things, I feel like that can open up a lot more advanced things psychologically. So yeah, we got all these templates. Let's start. Okay, I also got later for my acrylics, I got a couple of different, because we had talked about the other day, I was like, wait a minute, I don't have any palettes. So I got some pretty cheap palettes. Southwest Arkansas. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to be really hard for me to travel in a lot of places in the United States. I am a post-op trans woman, so I'm a little bit privileged. But at the same time, there's a lot of, I think the people are not the people I need to worry about. It's like, I think most people are actually pretty decent, and a lot of people don't support these transphobic legislations. It's like kind of wet. It's supposed to basically be a palette that you can, that you can cover. Wait, what is all this? Yeah, you use these as palettes, and then you can cover them. So basically, I think with acrylics, you put the paper here, and you can use the paper as a palette. And when it's when you're done, I think you can cover it with this. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out later. Yes, these are acrylic palette. Or maybe the plastic is the palette. Maybe these are just papers. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Sometime. I'm not ready to work with acrylics. Not really. But, you know, even though I've already had all my surgeries, and I probably wouldn't have a problem in public with people. You never know. And there's just some people that ruin it for everyone else. I think in general, the thing I'm really learning about things, there's a lot more supportive people in the world than I think of people like me. And fake snore. Hey, Christian. No, we're not doing a fake snore. Christian's back. Yeah, so basically, we're gonna just test out these templates. Oh wait, I think I need to adjust my camera. Yeah, I was trying to get my camera just right for this, but unfortunately, it's just kind of a problem. I think this should be fine. Yeah, so another supporter. Well, hey, anonymous code. Yeah, we're gonna test out these palettes. Basically, just so let's go in with these pencils here. Yeah, we're gonna use this grid. Okay, let's fix the lighting. Small hands. Do not have the kind of desk space I really want. Nope. Yeah, no, this is... Okay, I think I need to, no, I need to move this more to the left, I think. Ah! Here, yeah, how about we actually just move the camera? I need to get the camera at the right spot. Fake snore. You happy, Christian? You happy now? Basically goes here and here. Trying to look at the limits, like where the camera is actually looking. Oh, oops! I accidentally muted myself. Trying to look at like where the camera is actually looking. It's not like zoomed in or anything, is it? No, it's not. Okay. And bring it more to the left. This one, this is the page that matters. Okay, I think that should be fine. Yeah, there we go. I think getting it right is the hard part. I think also I need to lower the intensity here. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Okay. Yeah, let's try to just use these dots as like a guide for when we're trying to do really precision shapes here. So let's start with this. We're just gonna like left to right. Well, first of all, let's make a box here. Oh, not holding it properly. Okay, let's see. What is that? And we got a box. People don't care what someone's go-go. Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of people, I think there's a lot more people who just don't care. And even though that might seem a little bit like, for a lot of people in the community, it's really hard to see the bigger picture. People not caring is what you should probably want. If people cared so much, they're not going to care about your community as much as you do in your own community. So I think it's just like, people minding their own business, being friendly neighbors, like not sticking their nose in other people's business and not being weird about things. I think is really like what's important. I think on this last one, we're going to run out of space here, but we just put the line. The line is what matters here. Okay, and then let's see. Let's try to, make shapes at very specific spots. Like, start right there. Down to here. And we gotta do this one. Oh, I moved. Need to get back on the track here. Okay. Yeah, see, look, now we got... That one's a little bit weird. Okay, now let's try to use this as a, like, to make a circle here. Let's try and bring it over here. Okay. Okay, and then how about we one right here. And then make the smaller one here. See, this is a 16, 14, 12, 10. Native language is English, but I can speak a little of Spanish. Muy bien. Okay, now like size 8 here. Let's offset it a little bit. See what kind of work we can do with the template. Now do number 6. Let's go here. Try to use the template. And then size 5. Four. And 3. You're in a leadership position? Hell yeah. Let's go. We like people who take charge. Now, let's try to use this one here. Yeah, these things are kind of fun. Let's get some... Just using a ruler. Get things very specific. The lighting is a little bit weird for the dust cam with this light. Let's just... I think it's fine the way it is, though. PewDiePie and now you. Every suddenly is. I don't know about anime. We're just drawing. I don't know about anime. Yeah, we got like different things we can do. Let's just try and make an arc right here. Yeah, trying to use these templates, not overuse them, but you know, different size circles and lines and stuff. It's like, obviously don't want to overuse them. This one is interesting. Yeah, do different yeah, like I can get like more precision with like where I want the angles to be sometimes. This one looks like the most useful out of all these. Like, you know, the more curved ones and like spirals or things like these. See, like this one, and like this one, and this one. Probably the like the primary ones that. Oh, this one definitely. On this one has like ellipses, and then bigger ellipses. These ones are kind of like a little bit more specific. But like I think having these ones more in storage. And then these ones more a little bit like this one for sure, ready to go at all times pretty much. And this one has like harder edges. Yeah, I don't know. This one has a mix of flat and edges. But I don't know. I think I kind of like this curved one. Yeah, having those two ready to go pretty much at all times if I want really like kind of deliberate boundaries. Because if I want to do like a straight line, I can use this one. This It's Christ. That it wouldn't fall down. This one has like more like ruler to it, so it's like if I want to use straight lines I can. But it also has some like interesting little like curves and stuff, so but also yeah, different kind of geometry that I could use. This one it's like really focused on curves. And stuff like that. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's a good test page for that. Get our main focus. Yeah, knocking everything over. Sucks. The HDMI fell out. There we go, we're back. Let's go start with a fresh page. Actually, let's yeah. Okay, let's get started with a fresh page. What we worked on yesterday, the day before that, and this is a thrall that we tried to draw the day before that. Just trying to make like daily effort. This was like later in the day after this. I kind of like to draw in bed with my desk. I have like a bed desk that's actually really good. All this shit off the floor. Okay. Let's see, what are we going to start with? Let's try to start with some like kind of things to kind of center the like a kind of like a center of gravity. Let's try to find a center of gravity. The center of gravity we're going to make right here. I want to work on like trying to find where the main center of gravity of the drawing is. We're going to make this the center of gravity. Like kind of like this. That's like where things are gonna go from. Let's just kind of set our starting inspiration. What movie or video game do you guys want me to start from this time? I think with this, let's just do Star Trek. Okay, so okay, we got our starting font. We got Star Trek. let's go. And now this is going to be our center of gravity. Let's kind of get some everything is going to kind of everything's going to go from there. Okay, now let's see what we get. This is what we're working with today. We got a center of gravity. We got like this kind of as a center for the body. And let's start with this is like my favorite grip right here. Okay. Just kind of start making marks on the page. Just start making marks on the page. Yeah, it's Japanese music. It's my second language is Japanese. When I was about like 12 or 13, we started getting Shonen Jump magazines, and it started teaching me how to write Japanese. I had already kind of been watching anime a lot, and I was watching Japanese with subtitles, but when I started learning how to write Japanese, I didn't fully comprehend Japanese until I really dedicated myself in my early 20s. I started studying grammar and how the language worked. I was listening to more like non-anime sources, like the news and talk shows and live action media as well, fictional live action drama and such. But mostly just reading Japanese. I think I like reading manga in Japanese and writing down the kanji and other vocabulary as they came up, and just over time learning how to understand Japanese. That was like a main thing for me. And now I can understand Japanese pretty well, but I don't really have any opportunities to use it. And I need to work on my English communication skills, because I'm autistic and I'm really underdeveloped in social ability. So I'm working really hard with my team. I have a developmental disorder, and so I work with some special coaches, and over time, not overnight, and I'm trying to not put so much pressure on myself to, make progress so fast. But over time, over the next couple of years, hopefully I start to learn how to be really fully integrated into the world in the way that I want to. You found it very difficult. Japanese is very difficult, but once you get like the solid understanding of, like te form, like all the kind of different grammars, like kute, gude, utsurute, numubunde, shite, shite, or sushite, kuide. Kuide, guide. Oh, kute, guide. Oh, we already did kute. Yeah, kute, guide. And then there's like kuite, kuide. No. Utsurute, numubunde. Yeah, there's like, I would recommend to learn grammar. I know this might be like a little bit of a hot take, but there is a content creator that I learned impeccable Japanese grammar from. And he's an English speaking guy living in Japan. He teaches English in Japan, but he has a video series on YouTube where he plays this really insane character That's just like he's called Bum Number One, and it's like he says, "Welcome to your fucking Japanese lessons," and then he drinks beer, and then burps, and he swears a lot, and he calls you a bitch. It's actually awesome. It's probably the best source of Japanese grammar you will find on YouTube, and it's been like 15 years ago. I would say it's Bum Number One. He has like the fucking Japanese lessons, or it's a yeah, Bum Number One. Nama Sensei. That's his character that he plays. He plays a character called Nama Sensei. And I think that's like the best source of Japanese grammar you can possibly have as an English speaker. I know it's a little bit of a hot take. People have their opinions about, oh, it needs to be, he's very unprofessional, blah, blah. No, you don't need to be professional. You need to learn. And he teaches. That's what's important. Some people have this weird elite concept of, oh, it's only real learning if it's at a university, and you have to have a certain code of decorum. And no, you need to learn whatever it takes. It needs to be dirty. It can be clean, but it can be dirty. If it's dirty and it works, that's good. If it's clean and it doesn't work, that's not good. Your name is Santiago. Well, welcome, Santiago. Santiago Toho, how are you doing? Yeah, we're just having a nice, relaxing stream, just doing some drawing. Basically, I'm trying to do this thing where it's like I make like an initial like starting point, and we kind of use it as like inspiration for what the picture eventually becomes. You're not going to see Star Trek or that, like maybe you'll see that circle. This is like the center of gravity. We're trying something a little bit more structured today because I got those templates. So we're going to like kind of use it and learn from it. And basically, I'm trying to learn how to fully integrate like stuff like foreshortening. I apparently have some really good foreshortening understanding. Like foreshortening is where you have something in the distance and then it gradually comes out towards you. Like that in 3D space. So basically, we're making just one mark at a time, just going like at our own pace, like kind of slowly I'm trying to use the page as an exploration. I'm trying to use it as a way to explore how art works, rather than to try to make some clean, polished, finished product, which does mean, just a second. Sorry about, yeah. Sorry about that. Just had to take care of a phone call really quick. God damn it. I need to clean my room. I really just need to move out of here. I have people helping me with that. Things are going to be working out soon, but I don't know exactly when, but I'm just going to like grab my property and just, you know, leave the trailer and just never come back. I need to leave here and fly far, far away. You know, like in Forrest Gump, you know, I just want to fly far, far away. This place is beating me down, this living situation. But you know what? We're going to just take one little mark at a time, just like with art, and just kind of work with what I have right now. And right now, I just need to keep focusing on keeping my head up, because I have help on the way. I have these agencies that are finding housing for me, and I'm going to get a lot of help. I'm getting all these coaching so I can have better life skills, so that I can have, you know, maintain employment, and these people are really going to help me, and I just need to be patient because it doesn't happen overnight. Most things in life don't. I know it's like we want them to, but it doesn't really work out that way. Like, we want life to be like super simple and easy, but we have to really sometimes work extra just to get the bare minimum that we need. But until then, you know, I can work on my drawing, work on my writing, get, you know, work on my live stream and hang out with you guys while I go through that. I think that's great to be actively engaged with my live stream now. Ever since I started the vertical YouTube live stream, I've been getting more viewers. Yeah, I do get more viewers with World of Warcraft, but I want to learn how to draw as well. So we're going to kind of be splitting the stream in half a little bit. I might be getting less viewers, but I'm working on my drawing ability. I am doing drawing and World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft's lower priority, but I do have goals for World of Warcraft, so I don't want to give up on those. But I feel like, you know, my writing and my drawing, writing happens off stream completely. But drawing is something I can actually share with you guys, and it's a good, nice way to hang out. You have really good communication skills. Thank you. I've worked on it most of my life. It's a survival skill. In order to, because I've had the world push me back from a very early age, and I've had to make a stand for who I am from a very early age. And I didn't have the luxury of having, like, you know, a lot of support. I've always had pushback from people in the community. I don't really fit well into, when I was growing up, I didn't really fit well into, like, you know, very kind of, very conservative kind of, church kind of community. I never fit into that. I got judged very harshly. I was collectively bullied, all sorts of stuff like that. I was poor. You know, like, I've had to make do with a lot of pushback my entire life, and communication was the only way I could try to fight back. And unfortunately, I have a developmental disorder, and I wasn't diagnosed till I was 31. And so I kind of grew up with a lot of habits that, you know, in some ways make me a lot stronger than I could have been, if I didn't have to do things on my own. If I had, like, more support than if I had the kind of support I have now, maybe I wouldn't have learned some of the things that make me who I am today. Like, some of the really strong things that make me someone who's really powerful. But we'll never know. Bipolar and anger issues, yeah, I have a lot of issues, but I've been working on them for 6 years. I look very young. Well, thank you. I just turned 38. I've been on social media for 25 years, and I think I'm just now starting to get a healthy balance. Not because you can't completely get rid of it, especially in today's society. But I've learned how to just kind of like, focus on, post and ghost. Like doing this live stream is like the only real interaction I have with anybody within social media. Everything else on social media, I just post stuff. And I'm not even really posting stuff right now. But even then, I think the healthiest you can be is just try to find like a community or like a creative outlet. Like me doing my live stream is a very creative outlet for me. It's almost like drawing. Like what we're doing on the page is kind of how I treat my live stream. Like we just kind of figured out as we go. I might have like a central like part, like a guideline of some sort, but then we kind of just figure it out as we go a little bit loosely. Just sort of see where it goes. And I do that a lot with my live stream. I treat my live stream as a creative outlet, and it's really helping me through these dark times of my life. Running away from your problems. The thing is, you run away from your problems, you can't run away from yourself. And if you're the problem and you're running away from everything, well, you're bringing yourself with you. So at some point, you have to solve that. You can't run away from your problems forever. You'll catch up to yourself. And hopefully you don't run away from yourself. For some people, we don't need to go into this depressing topic, but for some people, it's too late. And, but we have the power to change who we are and get help. Can't do it alone. You're not alone, and you can't do it alone. Life isn't a single player game. It's the biggest MMO in the world. I like to read. Yes, I do take like breaks from reading. I do need to read more, but I also need to write more. And so like I go into between periods of like I focus a lot on reading, and then I'll go through periods of focusing a lot on writing. Right now I'm in a writing and creative, I'm in an output stage right now. But I do go through periods of time where I'm taking a lot of input. My input quality lowers when I'm in an output state, and my input quality lowers when I'm in an input state. When I'm in an input state, my output quality lowers. When I'm in an output state, my input quality lowers. So it's like I watch like super like stupid content when I'm like, because I don't want to focus all my energy on absorbing high quality content so much when I'm the one trying to make high quality content. Like I need to watch just like, TV shows or stupid YouTube videos or, like celebrity gossip, and all sorts of stuff like that. Like super low quality, just, trash. Just to keep myself like kind of like, hey, I want to absorb some kind of content, but I'm focused more on my own output. And then when I'm focused less on output, I'll try to deliberately find more higher quality input. Like reading a book. A couple of years ago, I finally finished Wheel of Time. I think that took like several years to finish all 14 books and the prequel. Yeah, easy dopamine. I mean, it's just like to pretend that it's not something that is part of who we are, I think is an error. A lot of people try to fight it. And I feel like the more you try to fight your natural instincts, the more it's going to fight back. And I think just accepting that you are a human being and there are certain things that you gravitate towards that you enjoy. And you could be ashamed of it, or you could just accept it. Like, hey, if you like celebrity gossip, what's wrong with that? What is actually making it bad? Now if it's causing you distress, it's causing you emotional issues, that's like a different thing to focus on. But if it gets to the point where, like, hey, you enjoy something it helps you unwind and take your mind off of your issues for a little bit, and then it kind of resets you, and then you're able to focus on your own things with more energy. So like that, it doesn't, don't be so judgmental over the things that make you happy. If you like video games, if you like anime or TV, like, I feel like when you start fighting against it, eventually it's going to crash, and you're probably not going to get what you want anyway. You're trying to force something. It's like the NoFap people, right? NoFap is actually not even healthy. It's known to be very healthy to pleasure yourself. And it's actually been researched. Like orgasm and just, mindful self-touch is like a code word that's like safe to say. Mindful self-touch, which includes massage. Sometimes it's even like, it doesn't have to be sexual. But like mindful self-touch. Mindful self-touch is known to relieve stress and depression and anxiety. It gets all that negative energy out of your body. The no-fat people, they seem to think that energy is wasting their energy. Like, no, it's relieving something, a tension inside of them that needs to be relieved. Now, if you get to the point where you have an addiction, that's like something a little bit different. But it's okay to feel pleasure. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's something wrong if it's like causing you distress or it's interrupting your life, but that's a different problem. That could easily just be like gambling or, drugs or anything. Like, that's something different. And I feel like the more you try to force yourself to avoid something, the harder you're going to crash. You're eventually going to burn out, and you're going to just relapse. Yeah, it's a relief of tension. It helps with sleep. It helps with anxiety. It helps with depression. There's a reason why we are that way. Some people, they make a conscious effort not to indulge in things that come naturally to them. And I'm not going to, fault people for having like certain religious beliefs or religious practices that say, hey, I don't want to do that. I respect that. But also understand that there is a biology to it. Our bodies evolved to need that. It's a natural way. There's other ways to do it. So maybe you can, as long as you're doing something to get the alternative, at some point your body's going to do it naturally anyway. Like at some point, that's why people have wet dreams and stuff, right? Like your body's going to do it anyway. Like NoFap, especially among men. But women do NoFap as well, and it causes problems. But especially like among men, a lot of men feel like if they go through NoFap, it's going to make them like stronger. It actually causes extreme anxiety, and people who do NoFap, like they might be, I don't know. I don't want to judge people too harshly, but if you just like look at their health, they're probably not doing as good as they think they are. Like they might have the outward appearance of being healthy, but like they really aren't. They have so much tension that there's like an unhealthiness to it. They're like absolutely obsessed with NoFap, and it's like hurting them. Don't fight your impulses so much. Like it's natural. You're not hurting anybody. It's, you're in private. You're doing things with your own body that you own, and you're not hurting anybody. Like, and it's helping you. It's healthy. If you really, it's one thing if you don't really feel like it, if you're asexual or, but if you're like actively fighting something that feels so natural, if you have to work so hard to fight it, then maybe that's the wrong path. Like, I don't really feel like I have like a need to fight it because I just kind of accepted it, and now it's just kind of normal. Like, I used to have a severe problem. We don't need to get into that too much. That's part of the reason why I transitioned in the first place. I had a bunch of unresolved issues that it kind of manifested itself as like porn addiction. It was a real problem. But I'm doing better now. I transitioned. I love my body now. And, you know, everything's fine. Like I don't feel any kind of tension about myself anymore. Everything that I do feels healthy now. But before transitioning, I had gone so far in the closet. I had a very severe porn addiction, and things were not very good. But I'm doing better now. So people are afraid are guilty. Yeah, I mean, people go through all sorts of stuff, and it's their own demons to fight. You know, I'm not gonna like, you know, I'm gonna mind my own business for people, but I do recommend that people do like be honest with themselves, and like, hey, like, is this actually helping you, or is it causing more distress because you're just now you're shamed because you relapse, quote unquote. Like, because people say, oh, I have an addiction with porn, and so they just completely stop. They even completely stop, with mindful self-touch, and so they end up kind of pushing themselves so far that they're actually probably going to end up bouncing, like they're going to like relapse even harder than if they just calm down and just like allow themselves to just maybe tone down some of the activity, but then like have a healthier relationship with your body, with whatever that means. Like maybe you need to go to the gym, or maybe you need to build a healthier like hobby, or fix your diet or something like that. I don't really know. Kind of just talking out my ass right now, so this is just kind of my take on the issue. So the music affects you the most? I mean, I think like hard bop era of jazz, probably. Like like the Miles Davis, the John Coltrane. Video game music, like what we're listening to right now. Final Fantasy, like all that. I think Final Fantasy was what made me love music. What's going on with this? Is this... I think maybe I need some more paper to back this up. Oh, I think it's this. Uh, there we go. In a positive way. Instrumental music? Yeah, Final Fantasy really got me into actually wanting to write music. And when I was in high school, I had well, by middle school actually, but throughout high school, I started experimenting with MIDI. I was in a video game music community on social media. We didn't call it social media back then. But I was in like the VG music community, and I would hang out in the IRC chats, and I would try to learn from others. I was a kid, so I didn't really know how to learn. But I would just start, like, I would get frustrated. This is kind of what I'm training right now. I've had this problem my whole life, where I start a skill, I start learning, and then I kind of just stop making progress because I just stop showing up. And I think like a lot of it, when I was a kid, like with music, I wanted to write music like Final Fantasy. I wanted to be like Nobuo Uematsu. I wanted to be like Yasunori Mitsuda. Like Xenogears and like Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross by Yasunori Mitsuda was a huge inspiration for me. Nobuo Uematsu from like Final Fantasy VII really made me want to get into music. I had already loved music. I was in choir. I had started like, by the time I was 10 years old, I wanted to join band. I started with saxophone, but I switched over to trumpet. 5th grade, I did trumpet again. And then in 6th grade, I switched over to percussion. I did drums, like percussion, like snare drum, bass drum. In middle school, I did percussion a little bit. I did do like the bells, glockenspiel, or whatever, the bells. But also, I eventually switched because of Cowboy Bebop. Actually, got me into jazz, and my brother had played trombone, so I kind of wanted to play trombone, and so I switched over from percussion to trombone. I played trombone all through high school. I also took a guitar class in high school. I played French horn at one point for a concert band. I had always wanted to play clarinet and like saxophone, like woodwinds, like flute, clarinet, saxophone. So about 10 years after high school, I went back to college to study music. I'm only a few classes away from my degree, but I burnt out in 2018. But like, I studied really hard, and I got to a college level with clarinet and saxophone. I have a lot of work to do, but I burned out pretty hard, and hopefully sometime I can return to music, because music is really where my roots are. But I'm trying to relearn how to learn, and also just trying to learn drawing as well. Like, I've always wanted to learn how to draw. I've never truly pursued it and give it the time and effort required. Literally just putting in the time. And so my live stream holds me accountable a little bit, because at the very least, even if I don't draw at all, as long as I actually draw on my live stream, I've already gotten my daily drawing out of the, done. So even if I don't draw for the rest of the day, which I'm still probably going to draw, but I at least I at least already have a bare minimum that I've met. I think like a main part of it is like just learning how to relax and stop trying to like make things happen. Like just it's a win if I just put pencil to the paper. Or if I'm writing, for example, if I put pen to paper, right? If I put pen to paper, I succeed.